Coming up tonight on Blitz, trick or treat. Home Central out to prove they're legit. Run the 5A Region 2 table. Ridgeland had other plans. Plus, top spot showcase. Rivals Northwest Rankin and Madison Central battle at the Jungle. And separated by less than 10 miles, Canton looked to knock off Germantown and get back in the playoff picture. Buckle your chin strap and put your mouthpiece in. Coach just called in the Blitz.
This is Blitz 16, the one to watch. Now your host, Josh Jackson.
Folks, let's get this party started. Straight out to Madison Central. Jags hosting first place Northwest Rankin. And OMC needing a win by 6 points or more to win the division. Luke Robertson says early, that ain't no problem. Jimmy Holiday finds him up the seam. And Luke says, what? First down, Jags. The drive was stalled, but minutes later, Duke Arnold from plunge in for 6. EP makes it 7-0 Madison Central. And you heard it last week. That man said Jimmy Holiday is the truth, folks. He is. You know he has the arm. You just saw it a minute ago, but show me the legs, Jimmy. Making defenders look silly. To the end zone he goes. It's 14-0 Madison Central. Jamari Jones answers for the Cougars, though. Says, Jimmy, you're good for Madison County, but I'll hold it down for Rankin. Got the sauce. Brindley Thomas, watch this, folks. Nasty catch. Leaving his mom speechless. That's Sarah Thomas, first female in that. She was much more excited when it actually happened, though. EP no good. It's 14-6, but Anthony Hart's squad had more. Jimmy tells Jamari, you're good for Rankin County, but I got that sauce over here in Madison, son. Holiday putting on a highlight show. Anthony Hart likes it. It's now 21-6 MC. Some is good, more is better. Javarius Jordan, 25 yards out, and it's 28-6 MC. But have no fear. Jamari Jones is here. It's the law firm Jones & Jones for the people. And watch the four-star playmaker. That's Jari and Jones getting it from Jamari. Says, calm down, I got this. And folks, he knows what he's talking about. Cougars rally and score 26 unanswered, picking up the 32-28 win. And will have home field advantage in the playoffs, clinching the division title. Folks, welcome in to Week 11 of Blitz 16, presented by BankPlus. Thanks for staying up late. I'm Josh Jackson.
And I'm Rob J. Home Central, Josh, now on the radar.
Really?
Yes, sir. And you know how I know this? Because the announcer, the play-by-play announcer,
yes, sir.
Home Central, we good, man. They played Ridgeland tonight.
Yeah, trying to remain undefeated in district play there, Rob. Ridgeland has had Home Central number the last couple of years, sneaking out last year with a 4-point road win. How would it turn out in the home of the Titans? Jaguars, Robert Jackson here. Really good running back, folks. I mean, really good. Picks up 15 yards for a first down. And later in that drive, Justin Smith's going to air it out to Decoria Banks. He had a big one against Callaway, keeping it up there. The Jaguars would miss the extra point. In the second quarter, though, at the goal line, Smith runs it in for another Jags touchdown, and he was rolling at that point. Now Titans down by 13. Risen down by 13, looking to respond. Watch this. Devin Chambers would run for a 40-yard touchdown. He finds pay dirt, but Home Central would win this one. Final score, 52-28. And now let's get out to Canton. Marcus Hunter has us covered for our Solutions team. Game of the week.
Yeah, the Canton Tigers knew exactly what was at stake going into tonight's game, needing to win at least one of their last 2 games and get some help in order to make it into the playoffs. And let's just say Canton, they came out and they were dominant in the first half.
The last home game of the year, so it is senior night in Canton. Check out the seniors getting those flowers and balloons from family members. Tigers came out balling in this one on offense and defense after great field position on their first drive. It took one play to get into the end zone. Quarterback Gentarius Brown drops back and just beautiful on-target pass to Jacoby and Morgan for the touchdown. 7-0 Tigers on the top. In the second quarter, Germantown driving. Brock Morris's pass picked off by Rashawn Meek in the end zone. Beautiful interception, just took it from the receiver right there. But the Tigers would not score on that possession, but their defense would get another stop late in the first half, forcing a punt. And the snap on the punt goes over the kicker's head. He falls on it into the end zone, and that is a safety, folks. Canton now up 9-0. the Tigers would go up 16-0 after a score early in the second half. And in the fourth, the Germantown's offense would get rolling after a muffed snap that led to a Mavericks score. Colton Gardner at quarterback now, and he hits Jarrell Wilder, who gets some great yak before being flung out of bounds by his face mask. That's a penalty. That would get them closer to the end zone, and that led to a Branson Robinson touchdown run. 16-14, Tigers still with the lead. But after getting a stop on defense to get the ball back, Gardner still in at quarterback, gets out of trouble and finds Wilder again. And this time he makes a great play to get the catch and walks into the end zone. That gave Germantown a 20-16 lead. But Canton would get one more shot at it inside the Germantown 10-yard line with less than 20 seconds to go. And Brown hit in the backfield and fumbles the ball. Germantown recovers. And folks, that's your ball game. Mavericks win 20-17.
Yeah, I'm just really, really proud of all of our kids. You know, a lot of people down 16-0 get the feelings hurt and give up, and our kids didn't give up, and that's kind of something that we pride ourselves on. But again, I want to give a lot of credit to Canton and their coaches. They did a phenomenal job, and that was one heck of a football game.
Yeah, well, it's a hard football game. My kids fought their tails off for 4 quarters. You know, we had a chance to put them away early, missed a deep pass, but then once momentum shifted, it was just hard to stop the ball from rolling.
You have no reason to have your head down.
You're a damn good football team. And I ain't just saying that. And I ain't saying that because that's my friend, and these coaches are my friend. I'm telling you right now, you played your guts off. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
You have no reason to have your head down.
Now that is what you call a show of respect. Again, the Canton Tigers losing a heartbreaker 20-16, blowing a 16-0 lead to Germantown in the second half of the Mavericks. They're a good team, and they now improve their record in district to 5-1 as they get ready for next week in Canton. They know they need to win next week and get some help if they hope to make it into the playoffs. Reporting in Canton, Marcus Hunter, 16 WAPT Sports.
Wow, wow, wow. Again, that final score, Germantown 20, Canton 16. What a win for the Germantown Mavericks, and shout out to Marcus Hunter. Folks, you only get that on Blitz 16. Going inside the huddle, that's the best highlight of the night. Coach Tim Schramming coming over to Canton's coach Calvin Bowden and telling his team he did one heck of a job. Folks, that's high school football for you at its finest. Woo! Coach Bowden turning things around there in Canton, but what a win for Germantown. Let's get to the next game, Pisgah. How about it? No Ragsdale, no problem. According to the Dragons, the new country boy is Noah Thweet, and as usual, Michael Granberry relying heavily on that ground game. Let's get out there to it. Pisgah hosting Madison St. Joe as the 8-2 squad look to continue their dominance in 2A Region 6. Out to Sand Hill, a nice cool night for Noah Thweet. Just talked about it. Ronzan breaks a tackle for a 7-0 Pisgah lead, and then Pisgah's Ryan Lofton will get a bad snap. Madison St. Joe gets great field position with go on to score, tied up at 7. But Pisgah's Keyshawn Gates gets the handoff of the middle and scores 14-7. He's got on Don's old number there. St. Joe's Keelan Harrison, watch this, ties it up at 14 when he catches, flies on a silent. Nobody's going to catch him. He's headed to the end zone. That final score, though, Pisgah wins it 38-21. Let's check out Murrah and Provine in a battle for JPS bragging rights, picking things up in the second half. Provine up 19-14, and it's Patrick Johnson right here. Keeps it on the ground, muscles his way up the middle. That kid's been on the weights for a first down. Move those chains. Johnson this time hands it off to Martavius Reed, and Reed would break a few tackles for another first down. Move those chains again. Johnson here, keeping it this time, and almost scores a touchdown. Almost there, reaches out, but he's going to be stopped around, I guess, the 1-yard line there. But it is a first and goal. On the following play, Rams fumble that ball right there. Mustangs recover it. Woo! That was a tough one there. They tried to run it in there. It just wasn't happening. Provine has a lot of highlights in this one, but it was actually Murrah that gets the win. And also, they got a big stop down there late. They win it. That final score 32-19. Rob J.
Wow, what a game that was. Fresh off winning the BankPlus Player of the Week award, Tadarius McGee looked to lead Lanier to another win, this time facing Florence in a crucial district showdown. The winner would open the playoffs at home next week. Florence would get the ball first, and quarterback Ian Vaughn would lead the Eagles down the field on their opening possession, taking it all the way to the Lanier 4-yard line. Then his name is Paw. They call him Paw Lee, taking it in for the game's first touchdown. That made it 6-0. Florence will go for 2 as they give it again to Paw. And Paw converts, making it 8-0 Eagles. Make sure you call him Paw. But Lanier would respond in this game. Hey, Lanier responds in this game on the ensuing drive when quarterback Krishawn Williams connects with Cornelius Scott IV. He breaks the tackle, takes it in for the touchdown, almost knocks me over. The Bulldogs could not convert on their 2-point conversion. They trailed 8-6. Florence then scored 14 unanswered points to take a 21-6 lead, and the Eagles beat the Bulldogs 51-26. I think I might have jinxed Lanier tonight. Florence will play at home next week with that win, Josh.
Come on, Rob. You jinxed them, man. You jinxed them. Folks, we're just getting started. On the other side of the break, Big Bad Brandon hosted Jim Hill. We've got those highlights, and you heard last week everybody talking about how good Jimmy Holiday was. Well, let's hear what it's like for him over there on the sidelines, and also let's see one of those nice runs he had. But to the big throw of the sport, Northwest ranking with the win and first place. But Jimmy, folks, that boy, they're good.
Well, we went Vegas with you because 48 was there, 24 Be sure to support Flying Tours and thank them for their support.
Welcome back to Blitz 16, presented by BankPlus. Rob, one team that's quietly jumped out to an impressive 9-1 mark. Those good old Brandon Bulldogs.
And, you know, other than that close loss to Clinton, it's been smooth sailing for Brandon.
It has been.
Yes, sir.
If it's been working so far, we say it ain't broke, ain't no need to fix it.
That's right.
Bulldogs hosting Jim Hill tonight. We're going to pick it up after halftime, and they were already up 28-0.
What?
Yeah. Brandon in the red zone, and quarterback Josh Sullivan keeps it on the option and caps off the long drawn drive with a touchdown. It's now 35-0, just having no mercy on it. Jim Hill on 4th down here in the red zone, looking to hit Pater for the first time, but Trevante Stapleton is sacked by the Bulldogs. That's going to be a turnover on down. But after getting a stop, the Tigers back in the red zone. This time Stapleton finds Marquise Banks, and he's money on the slant, and he gets Jim Hill on the board. Jim Hill now 7-35 in the final segment of the game. Tigers looking to score, but Brandon Jermichael Thompson picks it off. It was all Brandon in this big-time win. They win at 35-7. Over to Puckett, where the Wolves welcome Coach Jim Risen and his McAdams squad to town. Puckett trying to get the pass game started, but McAdams, Jaquan Winters, he's cold, folks, jumps the route and picks it off. He's going to the, almost to the end zone. Hit at the goal line, but he gets in for 6. Puckett down 14-0. McAdams in the red zone here. Lecarius Ward takes the handoff and immediately bounces it outside. Watch that. Ooh, nice block there. How about that? Take him out to dinner. You owe him one. Bulldogs score again. Now 22-0. I see you.
Look at them.
What'd you say, Rob? Get somewhere and sit down. Watch this one here. It's my man, 22 Ward on the handoff again. Takes it up off tackle, finds some running room. Ward then showing off the strength and the footwork with the truck stick and the juke. Just check this man out. McAdams, folks. Ooh. Making it look good. Coach Risen, he's working with something out there. They win that one 54-0. Rob.
Wow, South Pike and the Raymond Rangers. We pick it up in the second. Raymond down 36-0 when South Pike's Chris Royal, he takes the quarterback keeper, and he will go 60 yards for the touchdown. Look at this. They can't stop him right here. He takes it in for the score. They would go for 2, but it would be unsuccessful. Look at them. South Pike up 42-0 later in the second. South Pike's Cameron Reynolds will take the handoff. He will move the pile to pick up the first down. A couple of plays later is South Pike's Chris Royal. I'm saying South Pike all through these highlights tonight, man. South Pike this, South Pike that. Look at that. Takes it to the 15-yard line. Look at him knock over that guy. And that would set up this South Pike. Chris Royal would take the quarterback keeper. He will cough up the football. Is that what he did? He coughed up the football? At the 1, Raymond Charles Brown will come up with the fumble recovery in the end zone for the touchback. And the final score will be, oh my goodness, South Pike 54, Raymond. All right, when we come back, Big bad. Who is this?
Starkville.
Starkville to see if Warren Central pulled off the upset.
You're watching Blitz 16!
2 minutes in.
Stand up Lanier High School. According to our own Rob J., Tadarius McGee is the first player ever from 833 Nation ever win BankPlus Player of the Week. McGee racked up 375 yards of offense and scored 4 touchdowns in a district win last week. BankPlus representatives and fittingly Lanier alum Rob J. handed the young man his award this morning. Tadarius McGee, your Week 10 BankPlus Player of the Week. So get ready to submit those nominations for week number 11. You can email our selection committee starting now until noon Sunday. That email address is sports@wapt.com. All nominees must come from a team that won this week and must be from Hines, Madison, or Rankin County. Now we need to name the school, the stats, and we'll verify it with the coach. 3 nominees will be revealed Sunday at 5:30. Don't wait until the last minute. We want to visit your school Friday. Let's make it happen. You know, Warren Central pulled out a nail-biter at home last week, squeaking past Clinton and securing that 4th and final playoff spot. But the test got harder tonight as they traveled to Starkville, good old Yellow Jackets. And they weren't letting Lamar Gray get anything going here. Just tackle for loss. But that Vikings defense had an answer. Watch this. Kevius McDaniel reads the quarterback's eyes and comes up with the interception here. He's going to take it deep inside Yellow Jackets territory. Later, Antonio Thompson calls his own number. End zone answers on the other end. Starkville just too tough, though. That final score 38-17. Now to Greenville and Clinton. The Arrows had a 21-0 lead in the first quarter. The Hornets tied Mitchell McCulloch, hits Aaron Coates for a 5-yard gain. And then I guess they said if it worked the first time, let's try it again. Only problem was there's this guy named Desmond Baker, and he said, not so fast, my friend. Desmond's great on offense. Desmond's great on defense. A few weeks ago, he said, I told you to stop that after he caught on another. He's good, folks. That would put Clinton up 28-0 on the Hornets' next possession. McCullough tries the air again, and it's going to be Chase Moore, says, chase me to the end zone. Snags a pick six. Up 34-0. Now the Arrows offense gets going. Hunter Hulsey hits E.J. Mason for a 7-yard TD. Arrows up 41-0, and they're going to win big. Final score 51-0. Folks, when we return, red hot Central Hines opens playoff action. Rob J takes us there. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Blitz 16. Let's go to McGee now, where McGee was hosting McLaurin. And this was all Javo Thurman. She wanted the football. She wanted to be on air. She called the football, so I said, go, you don't play football. So Javo Thurman would take it in from 5 yards out. He scored twice in the first half, and McGee rolled over McLaurin tonight. Now let's move to Central Hines, where Central Hines hosted Riverfield. Riverfield picked up in the first. Central Hines Prentice Brown, he would take the handoff up the middle. He would go all the way 65 yards for the score. Central Hines, an easy winner tonight, 30-0. We're back after this.
Welcome back, folks. Rob, it's that time we all wait for, those high-five plays of the night.
All right, let's get right to it. Central Hines Prentice Brown breaks through the middle, runs straight through a would-be tackler, takes it 65 yards. That's play number 5. Let's go to play number 4. McAdams to Quan Winters jumps the route for the interception, barely breaks the plane for 6. That's play number 4. Let's go to play number 3. Northwest Rankin's Britley Thomas makes a ridiculous catch behind his defender's back, gets it in for the end zone, and that is play number 3, John.
Wow, what a big-time play there. Number 2, Clinton's Desmond Baker comes up with the interception and takes it all the way in for 6. Clinton wins big in this one. Greenville had no hope. And the top play of the night, it's Jarian Jones. Jones & Jones for the people. It's a law firm. Catching it from Jamari Jones. Sheds the tackle and gets in for 6 to spark the Cougars. Crazy comeback. And watch what he says. So he says, calm down, folks. They were down 28-6 at that point. He says, calm down. We've got this. Folks, believe in Northwest Rankin's Jarian Jones.
Wow.
Vote for him next Tuesday.
How about that? Marcus running the jib. Marcus at the game. Marcus can do it all.
See you next week. He can.